Alright, good morning. Today we are going to go over the test from last week. Since I'm not here right now, I want you guys to know what the answers were so you can study for your retest tomorrow morning if that is your choice. Alright, sorry for that. The first question was, I gave you the function 3x plus 2, and I gave you x values of 5, 7, 9, and 11. What you needed to do here was substitute. Is that better? Can't tell. Okay, what you need to do here was substitute. So instead of writing x, you would write 5. So it'd be 3 times 5 plus 2, which is 15 plus 2, or 17. So an x is 5, y is 17. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 2 is 23. 3 times 9 is 27, plus 2 is 29. And 3 times 11 is 33, plus 2 is 35. So your answer should have been 17, 23, 29, and 35. Alright. Second one here was a little bit different because I threw some negative numbers in there. So you have 6 times negative 2 minus 4, and this is where a lot of you got confused. So this is negative 12 minus 4, which is negative 16. You could have also had negative 12 plus negative 4, which would also be negative 16. Most of you got 5 times 6 is 30, minus 4 is 26. Same rule applies here. Negative 3 times 6 is negative 18, minus 4 is negative 22. And 6 times 9 is 54, minus 4 is 50. And just for your reference, this video will be on YouTube. If you want to look at this later, if I'm talking too fast, if you want to stop or rewind it, whatever you want to do. But it's all there for you. I don't want to bore everyone, though, by going through this too slowly of detail. Here, you have negative 2 times negative 2 minus 4. Two negatives multiplied together make a positive. 4 minus 4 is 0, so that's 0. Negative 2 times negative 1 is 2. 2 minus 4 is negative 2. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. Minus 4 is negative 14. And negative 2 times 10 is negative 20. Minus 4 is negative 24. Next item. Negative 3 times negative 5 plus 7. This is 15 plus 7, which is 22. Negative 3 times negative 2 is 6. 6 plus 7 is 13. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. Plus 7 is 4. Negative 3 times 7 is negative 21. Plus 7 is negative 14. And negative 3 times 9 is negative 27. Plus 7 is negative 20. Next question. Negative 5 times negative 1, or the opposite of negative 5 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. This is 2 plus 4, which is 6. Negative 1 times 3 is negative 3, plus 4 is 1. And 7 times negative 1 is negative 7, plus 4 is negative 3. So that's your answer there. It looks like I had another number here, but it didn't come through, so I can't mark that wrong. Number 6. This was the first one that you had to find the function when given the table. So I look at the differences here. There are 3. And what we spent 3 days going over is whatever this difference is goes in front of the x. So then I take any one of these numbers. I'll pick this one here. So I have 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Most of you got that, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it. Going over to the back side. Here the difference is positive 5. So you have y equals 5x. 5 times 1 is 5, minus 2 is 3, so it's 5x minus 2. Where some of you struggled was on numbers such as number 8 here. The difference here is actually negative 2. Every time x goes up, y goes down by 2. So you have y equals negative 2x. I'll pick 3 here. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. Plus 1 is negative 5. So it should have been negative 2x plus 1. Number 9, the difference here is negative 1. So you have y equals negative 1x. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1, plus 5 is 4, or 0 plus 5 is 5. So that's how you get that one, or negative x plus 5. Here, I said this was negative 2. So this difference was negative 5. So y equals negative 5x. Negative 5 times 0 is 0. Minus 2 is negative 2. So it's negative 5x minus 2. Moving on to the distributive property. Most of you did pretty well on this. 3 times 4x is 12x. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. 4 times 6x is 24x. 4 times 2 is 8. Here, you had 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 2 is 8, and then you have to add the 6 at the end. Like terms here, so you get 4x plus 14. I gave some of you partial credit. If you were on the right track, you just messed up at the end. Alright, this is where a lot of you got confused. So, I'm going to change this to 19 plus negative 2, negative x plus 6. So you have 19 plus negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2, so that's 2x. Negative 2 plus positive 6 is negative 12. So you have 19 minus 12, which is 7, and the 2x, because these are like terms. The 2x stays the same, so it's 7 plus 2x, or 2x plus 7. Number 15, 8 times 3x is 24x. 8 times negative 5 is negative 40, plus 7x. Like terms here and here, 31x minus 40. And again, this is on YouTube, so if you look it up, you can find it if you need me to stop or go back or whatever the case may be. Our math stories were here. Number 16 says, a dog is allowed to run outside when he's good. He is also given doggy treats. He starts out with 3 in his bowl and gets 2 every time he does something right. Make a chart showing how many treats he gets if he's good 10 times, 15 times, and 22 times. Or sorry, not how many he gets, how many he has total. So you start out with 3, and then you get 2 times every time he's good. So, this will be good, and this will be treats. And I say I wanted a chart when it's at 10, 15, and 22. So you have 3 plus 2 times 10 is 3 plus 20, or 23. That's what you should have done for all of these. So it's 23, 33, and 47. Number 17. I have some pencils when I start a donation program where students give me pencils daily. After 1 day, I have 13 pencils. After 2 days, I have 19 pencils. And after 3 days, I have 25 pencils. write a function to model this situation. So days and pencils. 1, 2, 3. I have 13, 19, and 25. So I look at the difference here and it's 6. So I'm going to call this y and this x. So y equals 6x, and then I have to find out what the missing number is. So I'll pick this number here. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 7 is 19. So your answer should be y equals 6x plus 7. 1 times 6 is 6, plus 7 is 13. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 7 is 25. So that would be your model. Number 18. This is the review question. We go questions, interruptions. First question, I was interrupted 10 times. After the second question, I'd been interrupted 14 times. After the third question, I was interrupted 18 times. You notice the difference here is 4. So y equals 4x plus the missing number. I'll pick 3 and 18. So I have 18 equals 4 times 3 plus the missing number. 18 equals 12 plus what? That missing number is 6. So your answer equals y equals 4x plus 6. And number 19.